Welcome, everyone. This is allhiphop.com. And we are here with Skye. What up?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
Good to talk to you finally.
Yes, indeed.
Yo, we've known each other for a long time, right?
Yeah.
But I always thought you were a rapper.
Wow.
That's the funny part. I didn't know. I always assumed you were a rapper. I saw, well, before we get into the mask, your presentation to me was somewhat over the top, and I just thought you were a rapper. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
For
For the longest time.
Yeah, I usually hear that. That's cool. I like for it to be like, as far as the presentation, I guess the math.
Yeah, yeah,
White rapper stuff. More so, it's more so being different.
yeah.
And it's more so centering like who I am as far as an artist, as far as a person, a big comic fan,
Yeah,
things like
yeah.
that, into that my creative, you know.
So for y'all that don't know, Skye is a singer, and he wears a mask oftentimes on stage to throw people off. Is what it did for me. But what does the white rabbit represent for you?
Well, different things. One is the White Rabbit is, in Alice in Wonderland. Of course, he is the person who really brings Alice to Wonderland.
Okay, okay.
And for me being the White Rabbit, it's me being the White Rabbit, bringing my audience to me and to my world and how I think and, my opinions of things.
Oh, okay, okay. In Skye's world, now it makes sense.
Exactly.
Now it makes sense. Okay. Now, for people that don't know, I've seen you live and I've listened to the music. And yo, okay, I'm not even gonna lie, like I'm not that big on R&B music, for real. I was listening to the album and I was like the last album and I was like, yo, I literally forgot it was you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yo, this is alright, yo. And I was like, wait, this is Skye. I was like, oh, this is actually Skye.
Oh, man.
It was crazy.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it was dope. But what's your approach to R&B?
It's a big.
I know you're genreless, but
Mhm.
I barely.
Yeah, primarily. My approach really, because I grew up with so many different influences. I really grew up with like first of all, a jazz influence. My mother's a jazz singer,
Okay.
so and then my godfather was Art Blakey, who was a famous jazz drummer, like
Of course.
that. So I grew up around like that so much. So and that helped me, of course, influence me in so many different ways.
Okay.
And which like I was influenced by like Donny Hathaway, Marvin
Mhm.
Gaye, Bob Marley, is like so many different people, even Michael McDonald, like different.
Okay. Yo, I could do a meme like McDonald's station, like,
That's true right
Yeah.
there. So,
Yeah.
and it's always just R&B has been something that I've always gone back to, and even when I try to do like pop records, I feel like, oh, it's more R&B because it's my voice, like my tone and the raspiness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my music, in general, writing and like that, it's easy because these things, if it's writing for myself, it's more to my experiences and feelings at that time, which relationships or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Writing for somebody else, it's like, oh, okay, I can be more free with this.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Right. Now, R&B has taken some major hits to me thanks to hip hop. Hip hop to me has kind of ruined R&B. Like honestly, wait, okay, that's just my opinion. I mean, you may not agree with that, but I feel like we've lost a lot of the soul. So I actually skipped a whole generation of R&B until what they call neo soul came back. For the most part, like I like Mary and Faith. Well, Faith is pretty traditional, but But I realized a lot of that stuff I didn't rock with because I'm like, yo, why am I rocking with you? You look like a rapper. You nasty. You feel I listen to hip hop if I want to hear this. You know what I mean? But you have a more, I would consider soulful, not neo soulful, but just soulful approach.
That's dope. I appreciate that. I think about with R&B, what was that era? There's been an era, I guess, past maybe 10 years really, that R&B was kind of like dormant.
Yeah.
And like if you're doing R&B, it's like, oh, that's for older people, whatever. And then hip hop was basically really for younger people.
Yeah.
Until I always say the crazy thing about it, until Drake really came out like that, with full like, oh, it's a rapper doing R&B music and doing more romantic songs.
Yeah.
And made it seem like the anti R&B artist who's doing like, all right, we just want to have sex in the song, sing rappers like that.
Yeah.
It made it cool again, which is crazy. I'm a Drake fan. I'm a fan of all music, so it's like I think now finally it's getting back to a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful, and I
Yeah.
think her is like one of the biggest.
Yeah,
reasons for
definitely.
that.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, it's good to hear the R&B so called back because my daughter likes it. And that's weird. She literally gravitates to R&B now
Nice.
more than hip hop. So that's dope. Talk about your upcoming project.
Okay. So it's not named yet, but basically I'm just, I guess, last project was a beautiful decay. So this project's more so, I guess, going to the next level of that.
Uh-huh.
I think the chapter I call it is called Finding Wonderland.
Uh-huh.
So that's the first time I actually said it. So
Okay. Okay.
and that's basically me just as a man, as an artist, trying to find like balance in the world.
Yeah.
Whether it's through being black, being an artist, being a man, being a man who loves and things like that.
Mhm.
It's a balance that we don't have. I don't think we have as people
Right.
today, especially
Yeah.
with social media, especially with all these different things, the world,
Mhm.
the state of the world.
Yeah.
And it's just like, of course, not sounding cliche, it's like we need love and we need just this to even ourselves out.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, definitely. How hard is it for you as an independent artist? I'm an independent publisher, and it's really difficult.
Oh, it's hard as hell.
Yeah.
I think being an independent artist I think there are a lot more avenues for us now.
Mhm.
Certain artists who are doing their thing, but still as an independent artist, you have to fight to even get the respect of like different blogs, different media, things
Uh-huh.
like that, because like, all right, you're not in front of us in the masses, so we're not gonna pay attention to you.
Uh-huh.
But it's a catch-22 because the fact that you have certain artists who I've known personally who've been independent and gone to majors and they're majors like that, but their position it's not like it went from here to here, it's like from here to here.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, all right, you still aren't getting to that next plateau. So like when you go to a label, you think of them as doing everything and not thinking about your brand first.
Yeah.
As an independent artist, you have to think about your brand.
Uh-huh.
You have to think about your next step. It can't just be, for me, it's like, it can't just be music.
Uh-huh.
It has to be every ounce of my creativity possible.
Yeah. Right.
And it's like I'm doing so much, even when I'm like, all right, I'm doing music, I'm trying to write a story to make it to a series or a film and working with film friends, or I'm just trying to think of things like, all right, if I could incorporate this like in my videos, like even for my Russian roulette video I did, which was like insane. For that, I wrote the whole story, and I did the scout location for the whole thing and the casting for it.
Right.
And I was like, all right, this is my vision. Came to the director, Lama, went there and he was like, loved it, and we collaborated, and that happened.
Dope. So it wouldn't be right if I didn't talk about comic books and fantasy and all the things. We run into each other at least once a year. Like, I mean, we run into each other at every comic movie screening,
Sure.
every Comic Con. It's crazy. We have a whole crew actually of dudes and women. If Steph shows up,
Right. Very true.
People that go to these, different comic events. Talk about that part of your life. Obviously your brand actually fits well with your brand.
Yeah, well, I grew up with comic books, of course. So I was younger. When I was younger, I was a big Daredevil fan.
Okay.
Spider-Man, X-Men, of course. X-Men just, it just goes to show, like, even, I remember years ago, I was talking to this girl and I was trying to explain to her, like, the whole comic book world. She's just like, oh, I'm really into comic books. I'm like, listen, this is what X-Men's about. It's about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King
Right.
and Stanley. People, she's like, what?
Yeah.
But now people are saying it more like, oh, wait a minute, X-Men's really this.
Yeah.
Because I think always thought X-Men was like basically mutants like people.
Mm-hmm.
And God Loves Man Kills being one of the most popular X-Men like series.
Right.
And growing up with that, it's like all that stuff. And then video games, toys, I grew up with all that stuff.
Right.
So, and even now with Marvel, I think it's great. I'm thankful to live to see like Avengers doing great on screen, like they find like great actors.
Right.
So it's like, okay, this is good,
So I was dating this girl, right? And we went to see Logan together. And at the end of Logan, I'm tearing, I'm like ready to cry. She laughing. I was like, what? I was like, yo, Yo, that's the beginning of the end, man. I was like, yo, ain't no way you gonna laugh at the end of Logan and rock with me. Ain't no way.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta carefully pick, like, honestly, I carefully pick, like, all right, what girls like comic books? Like, all right, we like Marvel or DC. All right, so when this comes out,
Right.
we'll see this.
Right.
All right.
Exactly. No, it's all good. Me and that person, we're cool. Yeah. So where are you headed now? What's next for you? Like you got the project coming, the Untitled project. We need a title. You should break the title here. You don't have a title in mind. You gotta have something.
You know, thinking about it was, I did. But I think I'm trying to figure out with the market and everything, being an independent artist, how people ingest music now.
Mm-hmm.
Because even I'm looking at the blueprints that even like Miguel did with his Art Chic series. He released that in 3 different EPs.
Yeah.
And then he did the Kaleidoscope album.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, it was like, all right, cool. You 4 songs here, 4 songs here. Like since doing Beautiful Decay, that was like 6 songs. And I was gonna do that, but now people are like, oh, you released another EP. And because the next batch of music I'm working, I'm like at least 20 songs deep.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking like, all right, don't want to just put, you know, these 10 songs and put as a full story, but do I have to break it up because of the fact of
The way people consume.
yeah. I'm like, I want it to waste. Like I really love the music, the new music so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
so
Well, hey, I mean, you know, let people sit with it. You know,
Yeah.
give them a few, let them sit with it. Because the way I look at it is, you need to be in people's face all the time.
right.
You know what I mean? So if you drop an EP, you might drop another one in 2 months, and then you're in people's face again.
Exactly.
So
People are still discovering like new stuff. Like
Yeah.
my new single comes out August 2nd. It's called Palm Trees.
okay,
So that's the new. It's more of a, I think, more of a pop dance type of joint.
Okay.
You know, it fits though, and I'm writing a treatment for that now, so it should be dope.
so give me your top 5 singers that are alive.
Wow.
Hello.
Donny Hathaway,
Okay.
Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
That's 5. Jesus. Could be artists in general or vocal.
It could be anybody. No, I didn't limit you.
I actually think, which is crazy enough, people wouldn't necessarily really know, like the best female vocalist out right now to me is Kiki Wyatt.
Okay. She can blow. Did you see that video on Instagram where she's singing and then she looks at the other girl and she says, "Your turn." Yo, y'all gotta look for this video, Kiki Wyatt.
Yes.
And and I don't know if they had beef, but
Mhm.
she just was singing and she was killing it. And then she's on stage with another singer and she's like, "Your turn." It was
Mhm.
so disrespectful.
Like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh. And I would say it's definitely Stevie. That's
Stevie, all right. I was
That's-
going. I was
Come on,
like,
that's
Stevie on.
I think about the whole thing. Stevie's one of the greatest of all time, just
Yeah.
hands down.
Absolutely.
Ridiculous, and that's just writing. It's everything. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right. Well, where can people find you? Plug everything, all your socials and projects and everything.
Definitely can find me on Instagram as In Skye's World, INSKYESWORLD. On Facebook, same thing, facebook.com/In Skye's World. And on Twitter, I'm on Twitter once in blue, Skye's World.
Maybe we can get you a song with Justine Skye.
That'd be kind of dope, actually.
Collaboration.
You know, because when I first I was like, what's my name? Like, okay, cool. And I started listening to music, and oh, she's dope.
Yeah. All right. Peace.